Hello, this is a brief introduction to Pathways game. Going to show this is just a prototype board. This is the way the product will ship with the discs inside the board like that. So it's very sleek. And so for us to get started, I'm just going to lift the board. We'll take out our pips and we're ready to go. Each player has 12 pips in their color. And the object of the game is to flick from your launch area. There's a line here that you might not see on the video. And you must release the disc before it gets to that. And you just use a flicking motion, whether you want to flick from the top, flick on the side. And the object of the game is to get to the other side of the board, opposite of you, into that opposite first row. And the other player is likewise trying to do the same thing. Board discs that don't fall into a hole are remained in play. The only time they come out of play is if they come off the side of the board. Again, this is just a prototype board, so there's an inset line. These three holes shouldn't be here. This is the first design. Just want to give a really basic idea of what we're trying to achieve here. So we're going to play through a very quick game. A game lasts about 3 to 4 minutes, typically. Almost. There is a rule that there's the hog line for the opposite player. If the disc is halfway in towards the inside of the board, it's in play. This is halfway outside of the board, so this is an out of bounds shot and is removed. Of course, shots are quite challenging at first because the board is literally full of holes. And the idea is that as they fall, if they fall into place, like that, you've now created a flat area, which is going to now make it a little bit easier until more discs fall in, as we've seen here. This is where we create our pathways. And you start seeing opportunities here now with there's 2 discs that have fallen in. Makes this slide a little bit easier now and should be an easier shot.
Whoa.
Almost. That one remains in play. Did not fall in the hole, but it remains in play. I can use advantage of that shot potentially, but it's pretty choked up, and this is where the opposing players can get in your way or sometimes assist in your shot. So we're creating a little bit of a laneway over there. Nobody's got one in yet. It's a challenging game. There are 12 discs. There are 7 holes on the outside rows. And the most anybody's got so far in our games is 4 discs on the opposing row. So it's definitely a bit of a challenge. There's a rule here that I haven't mentioned, that your own disc cannot fall into your own front row, blocking the other player from getting in. If it goes in purposely or by mistake, it needs to be removed. We have a dab stick here, and that will be replaced in the new design with a magnet stick to remove that from play, and then it's out of bounds. So I'm just going to set up a bit of a shot here. Well, I failed on that. I was trying to get my shot here. Let's say I did. And you can see now I've created an easier pathway here. The only thing is Karen will be able to take first advantage of...
Put that one back.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. Okay. You can take first advantage of that.
Oh.
If she makes it, and she didn't. This is not, it's not an easy game. You do get more proficient as you play, and they're almost flicked off and went in. And there we go. Karen has her first one in and puts the pressure on now that I've got to get one in there. I think this is the way to go. I've had a few double shots. I've sunk 2 at once.
Yeah.
Let's go this way. Oh, not hard enough.
No. I'm going to try down
Oh, you can.
this pathway again. Oh, in and
Oh,
out.
in and out, and that falls out of the out of bounds range, so that's out. Karen was contemplating knocking my guys out of there, and that is absolutely valid. You can knock shots however you please in this. I've got some shots here set up. And there we go.
Whoa,
We've
nice
got a
shot.
combo shot, and we've got one disc each. The way points are scored, whoever has the most in wins. No tiebreakers. There is a tournament scoring. Now Karen's moved things around, moved a couple out of place. I just knocked the board, try not to do that. That might have moved just a bit. And she's got a disc on that side. Blocking things a bit. Maybe I will try this one that I had created earlier and see if I can. Oh, just short, almost.
Try this pathway down.
All right, I'm gonna try to go for a double here. I'm gonna knock that one in and knock that one there. Not that we're
All right,
playing
well,
called
good luck
shots,
with
but
that.
we're gonna give that a go.
Oh,
Oh!
in and out.
So unless Karen knocks me accidentally, she has a
Aye.
chance to win it here. We both have one in at the moment. But I don't think she wants to hit me. She'll probably knock
No,
it in.
I'd knock it in. My luck.
And there we go. We ended up with the tie game. So just want to show something here. That was that close. But if a
No,
disc,
this hole doesn't count.
that's true. That's right. This hole shouldn't be here. So if a disc falls, slides in like that, stands on end, any of those permutations count as a legal shot, and you just fall it flat, whether it's on the opposing side or on the inside. And again, we can move those out, and we end up with the tie game. That's Pathways.
Yay.